now I can always edit it and take the video out. No. Okay, so Sam, the first thing I want you to do is just your retractions. I just want to make sure you're doing properly.
Oh, my neck thing.
Yeah, so just have a seat on your lap for me. And I want you to actually sit cross-legged facing the mirror. Yeah, like that. And I just want so that the camera can see you side on. And I just want to, yeah, very nice. Now can you hold it? There. So you'll be able to see, that's actually beautiful. You'll be able to see that when you get the video, that straight line right there. Okay, come onto your hands and knees for me. This is how I'm going to start with core. Okay, so when you're on your hands and knees, hands directly under the shoulders, yep, knees a bit wider. Stick out your bum a tiny bit and draw the shoulders away from the ears and retract your chin, but don't look down. Yeah, yes, good, very good. We'll look down a little bit. Yeah, there. So what I want you to do now is just hold this position and just draw up and in on your pelvic floor. So like you're needing to go to the toilet and you have to hold it in, but don't move. So it's a tightening, yeah. So just tighten, and you feel your tummy go away from my hand.
Yeah.
I want you to try and hold that. And see, try and just breathe into my hands. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Yeah, so lift your chest up. Press into your, yes, like that, but try and keep this in. Yeah, so connect away from my thumb. So pull your boobs in while you lift your chest. Squeeze my fingers. Yeah. Yes. Now try and pull your ribs inwardly. Yes, like that. So you want to kind of lift your chest without rounding your back.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that just helps us to lose that winging that we have in here and helps you to support yourself from here. So just support yourself again. So squeeze my fingers. Yep. Now lift your chest while still squeezing like that. Try and think of your necklace toward the mirror. Yeah. So yeah, like that. And you should feel like you're working quite strongly, even though it looks like you're doing nothing. Yeah. Stick out your bum a little bit more. Good. And now tummy draws in. Try and draw that tummy in without moving.
It's harder than it sounds.
I know. Trust me, that's why we did the video. You just lost your head. You just lost your head. Good. And I just want you to breathe in and out. Try and soften your elbows so they're not locked. Just that way. So you want them to be like that. Yeah. And pulling your tummy and your ribs in, so both sides are being pulled in, here and here. So try and pull. So laugh. Can you feel that connection? Yeah, I want you to do that for me. So pull your tummy in and pull your ribs in and stick out your bum. All at the same time. Keep the bottoms. Yes, yes, like that.
Yep.
Now I want you to just hold that and breathe 3 times. You're going not to lose that connection, and just sit back on your heels in your child's pose. Like that. It's like you're a Muslim doing your prayer. And it's just a stretch. So just reach your arms forward. Drop your head. It should just feel nice. This is what we do when we're getting a bit fatigued. Just have a break. Come back onto your hands and knees for me. We're going to try and re-establish that position. And this time you're going to add in some arms. So shoulders are drawing back. Chest is slightly lifted, but you still have that retracted neck. Your butt is a little bit stuck out at your tummy, so try not to tuck under. So when you pull your tummy in, you round. Try and keep that position, but pull your tummy in. See what I'm blocking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a tightening. Yes, you've got it, you've got it. Okay, so now hold that for me, taking a breath in. As you breathe out, you're just going to lift one hand as if it were a cat, making it fall.
Sorry.
As much as it, yeah, I know. It seems like this should be so easy. It's not.
It's so not easy.
No.
It's surprising. It's funny how you do these things and you just...
I know. Trust me.
Just trying to lift one arm up.
Without having anything else move. Yeah, like that, and then place it back down. Keeping the shoulders back. See how you had to re-establish your position? The aim is that you don't have to do that. I should be able to put a stick on your back and it will not roll off.
If I put my arms up.
Yeah, if you move. Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel my top.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to connect those lats. So think of squeezing my fingers. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chest. Tummy draws in. And just lift the hand. And down. And to the other side. And down. And just have a cat stretch for me. It's actually not a cat stretch, it's child's pose or a shell stretch. Cat stretch is completely different.
That's kind of halfway what I was doing there.
Yes, yes. Yes, exactly. Okay, so that exercise you can do as often as you want, but just be aware of the weight bearing on the wrists.
Yep.
Can get a little uncomfortable.
Yep.
If it does, stop.
Yeah.
What the other thing you can do is grab some weights and just hold them like that.
Yep.
Puts your wrist into neutral rather than hyperextension.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yep.
Rather
So I
than
can feel
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
My wrist is on.
Yeah, and you may find that they're just not strong enough to maintain that position well enough.
Yeah, hyperextension.
Just onto your back for me. I'm going to do some bridging. Hands down my sides, knees bent. Feet are hip width apart. Tummy drawing in, ribs drawing in, and you're going to lift your bottom up for me. Now I want you to hold your position. Try and keep your ribs drawing in and think of your energy moving towards your feet. So your knees move towards your feet, your butt moves towards your feet, your ribs move towards your feet, and your hands move towards your feet. Try and keep those ribs pulling inwardly, as if you're trying to create a connection between your rib cage and your pubic bone. And squeezing it. You can obviously feel that the weight of your body is in your butt and your hamstrings.
Yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah, and your upper back and chest is actually quite relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back down. So you're going to do this 5 times. Try and keep those feet nice and straight. Breathe out to lift up your bottom. And there's a straight line here. Try and keep your ribs in for me. So reach your ribs to the mirror. Other way. Think heaviness through your breastbone. Can you smell that, Roxana? Yeah, it's the air conditioning.
No, I can't smell it. I keep in.
Yeah. Keep that connection. Through there, and then lower your hips down. All the way. Turn it off.
Oh no.
Yeah. And again, last one for me. You're going to hold it up there and we're going to do a single leg lift, which means squeezing your bottom, tummy and ribs in. You're going to try and keep your pelvis where it is, so keep the pink part of your top where it is, and you're going to lift the right leg up into what we call tabletop, a 90-degree angle at the hip and the knee. And then you're going to lower it down, and you're going to lift the left leg up and down like you're marching. And I want you to think of your energy towards your feet, squeezing through your bottom, tummy in. That's better. And lower. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. Think of that length. So connecting through the ribs, tummy draws in. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. So as you lift the leg up, try and squeeze through the glutes. Last one. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower, and lower your bottom down for me. Nice. So now you're on your back. We're going to go into some neutral exercises for your core. So keep your knees bent. I want you to think about this. Just leave it there. This gap on your lower back.
Yep.
That is your neutral spine position. Your spine is not straight, it's not flat. When you lie down, it does have curves.
Yep.
We want to work the muscles around those curves so that they are stronger in neutral.
Yep.
So that little gap under your lower back stays there. You're not trying to create it. There's no tension through it.
It's there.
Yeah. Now what I want you to do is think about the breathing we did on your hands and knees. Think of your pelvic floor drawing in. Think of your tummy drawing away from my hand. So everything is getting narrower. It's like you're getting narrower in there and narrower in here. And I want everything to sort of suck inwardly and flatten. And I want you to think of breathing into the side of your ribs in the back of the lungs. And as you breathe out, just draw inwardly a little bit further as your ribs draw towards your hips. So everything stays connected. Pelvic floor is on, tummy is in. We breathe in. Side of the ribs, back of the lungs, and as you exhale, deepen that abdominal connection. Think of ribs drawing in. So breathing in, last one. And as you breathe out, really flatten the tummy and draw the ribs toward the hips. Okay, so now you can breathe in for me, exactly that breath pattern. And as you breathe out, you're going to float your right leg up into that tabletop position. And as you breathe in, you're going to lower it down. Now there should be no movement through these hips. So as you breathe out, you're going to float the left leg up. Breathe out. And breathe in to lower it down. So the aim is to try and keep that all switched on. Yeah, I can feel, yeah. And then this is, while this is fundamental, with focus, it is challenging for anyone.
Yeah, if you say focus on this and you focus on that and you
exactly,
lose that, you're like, wait, I'm doing so well at the other thing.
Exactly. And that's just how Pilates is. And over time you kind of get much better at the mindfulness of it, but it's never easy. It just gets harder. It does.
Just something to look forward to.
So tummy drawing in for me. And then think of yes, like that, and then try and keep it in. Breathing into the side of the ribs, back of the lungs. As you breathe out, float the right leg up into tabletop for me. Holding your right leg up in tabletop. I want you to try and maintain all of this connection and lift the left leg up as well. Try not to have anything move. Good. Holding your tabletop position. Breathe in, breathe out, flatten that tummy. Suck everything in. Think of heaviness through the ribs. Armpits drawing towards your hips. Breathe out, tummy draws in. Deepen your pelvic floor connection. Good, very good. Give me 3 more breaths. If you start to feel your lower back working, you stop. Good. As you exhale, really draw up and in on that pelvic floor. Feel the connection. Draw that tummy in away from my hand. 1 more breath. Try not to let your legs move away from you. Breathe out, deepen. Everything draws inwardly and slowly lower down. Good, very nice. So that's your tabletop. Okay. Coming onto your tummy for me. I'm going to grab a towel and just put it under your forehead. Hands down by your sides. I want them to be about, just put your forehead on that, yeah. I want them to be about almost at 45 degrees, so probably just off the edge of that caddy. In this exercise, I want you to adopt the same breath pattern. So still pelvic floor on, tummy drawing in, everything is still working. Yeah, so you still have that deep connection through the breath. And as you breathe out, I just want you to draw your shoulders away from your ears while keeping your head and your hands relaxed. So you're connecting through your lats. And just hold. You're going to do that for 3 breaths for me. Tummy draws. Good. Last breath. It's really good and relax. Just let your shoulders relax. Okay. Now I'm going to go into like a Superman. So you're going to have your palms facing you, a little bit closer to you. You're going to connect exactly just like you did. So you actually have really good lat connection and external rotation. So we're going to build on that. So you've still got your tummy drawing in away from the floor. You still have your pelvic floor switched on. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift your head, your chest, and your arms. But don't look up. Think of your retraction. So just draw them away from your ears, not toward each other. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Think of length that way. So you probably want to have your hands kind of like that, but connect from here and then lower down. So as you inhale, you lift. As you exhale, you lower. So inhale to lift, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Think of your head being in line with your spine. Yes, good. And exhale to lower down. So really connecting through the armpits. Inhale, lengthen. Good, try and keep that kind of connection through there. And lower down. Good, last one. Inhale, big lump. Big lump. Exhale to lower. Good. So you can do that as many times as you want. But just come up and have a shell stretch or child's pose stretch for me. The idea is about with all these exercises is motor control.
Yeah.
When you stop noticing, so try and do it in front of the mirror to start with, that you're doing it properly, you need to stop. So when you start feeling like you're doing this and you're not kind of lifting from your back, that's when you stop. Not when you've done 200 and you're now fatigued. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Your brain's just mentally going to keep going.
Yes, exactly. So you need to make sure that you get to the point at which you're, yeah.
you realise what you're doing.